Disabled people living in poverty are among the most vulnerable people on earth. Often, they have no access to basic human rights, education, or the opportunity to earn a living. Disabled people face abuse, stigma, and discrimination in their families and communities.
There are a lot of myths towards people with disability, more so people with albinism. Like here in Uganda or Africa at large, they believe that a family with people with albinism is a caste family, it's a punishment from God.
Before I was deaf, I was loud. When I became deaf, I became streeted.
Women are like the broom in the house. It's the cheapest and lowest grade household appliance.
I've had stories of blind girls who unsuspectingly walk on the street, ask for directions, and somebody says, I'll help you, I'll guide you, I'll take you to where they go, and they are led into places where they are raped.
There was a woman who was battered by a neighbor when she was expecting. She lost the child. Again, the father of the boy came and battered her for the second time. She was actually in a terrible condition. She lost the womb, and the father of the boy who battered her again came and battered her again.
Across Africa and Asia, local disability activists are tackling negative attitudes and changing lives. Their work begins by bringing disabled people out of their houses to group together. For the first time, people who have been treated as subhuman realize they are not alone.
I always kept myself in a shell. People have dreams when they meet other people. When one lives within him or herself, then there is very little chance of having a dream.
You see, when they start stigmatizing you, they will say this person is useless. Everyone will be saying you're useless, you're useless. Even you start feeling useless at that level.
After joining the organization, I saw that I am not alone. There are many people like me.
I have the right to live as a human being in the world. You know, this earth, I was born free. I know my rights.
Disability activists tackle poverty and exclusion in their communities. They have the passion to fight for change. Often what they need are the practical skills required to run an organisation. This is where AD International steps in. We give disability activists the practical tools to turn their passion into real results. We call this capacity building. Here's how it works. In Uganda, disability activists are tackling some of the most dangerous myths that affect people with albinism.
There are those ones who look at a person living with albinism as a curse. People just start running away. An animal is coming. A demon is coming. They say that these people are not human beings. They're like pigs. And they believe if I get a tooth of an albino, I'm going to become rich. Previously in 2009, they had started sacrificing albinos. I was so scared.
We do not have any idea of what we can do. Luckily, or good luck, for Zero Coma was able to connect us to AD International, who helped to mentor us, to build our capacity, to teach us our rights, to teach us more what we can do to achieve what we need to change the society and to change more lives of people living with albinism.
But it's not enough for these people to come together. When they come together, they then require skills, they require information, they require networks, they require financial resources. Now, the group of 3 people who came to me have since mobilized their colleagues in 10 districts of the Busoga region. Their membership has now grown to about 300. They have been able to link to other organizations, and they are providing a range of services that even AD does not provide.
And when we go outside there, we can also tell those people what it means by being an albino and not being a ghost or a demon. Parents have accepted their children, because previously other parents, when they give birth to albinos, they would throw them in the toilet. Most of them, men have been thrown. We are not fearing ourselves, we are not discriminating ourselves, because in most cases we also helped those people outside to discriminate, because as they abused us, we also went and hid ourselves in the houses.
There's no way you can segregate us, because we are the same people as you, same blood as you, apart from the pigment.
Huge media campaigns on radio and TV spread the activist message of equality. We helped to train them in lobbying global decision makers.
This small group in this district, they have been able to move into the minister's office and ask him to waive taxes from protective gear for people with albinism. They have been able to link and have audience at the UN. That is capacity building of the highest order. When you get initially 3 people who thought it was such a privilege to speak to the country director of AD International, and now they are traveling to the UN, they are engaging ministers. What more could I say?
There is a global disability crisis. It will not be resolved overnight. But we see disability activists making change every day, and they urgently need money to grow their work.
Every day I receive something like 5 phone calls requesting, please Peter, my son is sick. Could you do something? Every single penny that we get, we try to do more than, we try to use it more than it have to do.
We have the spirit, we have the will, we have the desire, we don't have the resources. It is not funding, we're not talking about money. We're talking of means to get that basic need.
Everyone should be able to make the best of the life they are born into. That's why we support disability activists and their movement for liberation. Their courage and determination deserves the world's attention.
Capacity building disabled people's organisations is an incredibly cost-effective way of working, because you're not handing out services, you're not handing out food, you're not handing out medical care. You are helping individuals to figure out ways to ensure that they have all of those things, and that those things are their rights, not handouts.
Today I have a voice. I can assert myself, and that voice, that capacity of assertion, is AD's contribution. If AD were not here, I would not have such a voice. The community's attitude towards the disabled used to be that we reached out our hands for aid, but now they know we are reaching our hands forward to say, hold my hand. I want to cross the road by myself. I just need some help from you. That's why we have written a slogan, not charity, but rights. We don't want your mercy, we want our rights. You can help disability activists to claim their rights. Find out more. www.adinternational.org